this first game here at OU?
It was good. I mean, everybody got a taste of everything. That was the best part. You don't really see much of that. But it was a fun win. It was a complete win. On defense, probably had like 3 mess ups, but they were very coachable and like small mess ups. So once we fix that and having a 100% game is going to be real scary. And we did that without going 100%. So yeah, no, that was the fun part for sure.
Anything surprising from Saturday? Just the whole experience?
Not at all. Not really. I kind of knew what I was getting myself into from the spring game. 50,000 people in the spring game is crazy. Like, it's unheard of. So now having a packed palace is definitely was running out of tunnel was extremely fun. But no, it was pretty much exactly what we knew it was going to be. So.
Did you say anything to Peyton to calm him down?
Oh no, he was real poised. Surprised me a little bit because he was having some freshman days before that, mentally struggling a little bit. But we were always there to make sure he was in the right headspace, and he came out and did his thing. He had a really good game.
Ted talked a lot about obviously when you have the offensive line like they were on max protect, that there has to be a lot of communication.
Mm-hmm.
What did that look like on game day and in situations like that? What is the communication like in moments like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what we do in practice. Just making sure when things change and move that we know exactly what we got to do and what to talk about and who to talk to. That's the biggest part. And making sure where everybody is not your spot. So.
You played against OU for a few years. You probably had an idea of kind of what their defense is like, or what the reputation's been like. What's maybe what's changed about this defense in your mind?
No, I've seen our media people just posted that we were fast, complete, like suffocating defense, and that's exactly what I felt like changed from last year, from what I seen from OU defense to now. Like just every single play, and like rallying everything and making sure we get guys down and honing in on our communication. That's a big thing too. So I'll say we're super physical. We're faster than what a lot of people thought we were, and we pretty much knew what every play was and when it was coming, and being in the right place at the right time.
What's going to be the bigger challenge against SMU this week?
Pretty much the same thing as a lot of teams. The moving, the motions, the shifts, the trades, the trick plays and the odd formations like end over and tackle over and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what a lot of teams try to do to us because we do have a very communicative defense, and communicating is probably the key to our defense. And anything that a team can do to make us communicate more, they feel like they'll win. But that's what this week's for preparation and being prepared for every day in practice and the game. So.
Reggie, this is the third college football program you've played for. It'll be your only year at Oklahoma. What do you think is most different, most special, most unique about the defensive scheme that you played in?
Yeah. I mean, this is my first time playing in a scheme like this. But I would say it's extremely busy, and he has a ton of ideas. His mind races all day, and it races in a great way to help us learn a little bit more about the defense and different player assignments, and as well as breaking down offenses pretty uniquely is something that I've learned while I've been here, and spending that time with him has definitely helped me understand the game even more, even though I am an older guy, but just get me to that next level, and he does a great job doing it.
What can you realistically take away from a game like the one you guys played on Saturday, where everything's working, I think 73 on the board offensively and shutting down defensively? Is it tougher to kind of gauge where the unit and the team as a whole is at coming off a game like that?
No. The main thing to gauge is to finish. I know that's been a big thing last year that OU defense was struggling with last year, and now this year, completing the game and finishing in 4 quarters and all 4 phases of that game. That was the main thing to pay attention to. The main thing to take away from the game is making sure that we did finish in a high caliber team that we are.
What does it mean to
talk a little bit about the test that the SMU offense presents?
Yeah. Like I said earlier, just more of like the moving, forcing us to communicate. I know they got a couple speed guys, things like that, but like I said earlier as well, we're pretty fast in every position. Linebacker ran 10-3, so like we can run, and any team that kind of like hangs on their speed shouldn't. So I feel like a lot of teams this year is gonna try to make us communicate more, like they did with OU last year. But just keep preparing with our communication and doing what we need to do.
Talk about finishing, to see the second and third unit come in and not have any drop off or anything.
Yeah.
What did that mean for those
Yeah.
guys to get that confidence early?
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about in camp and rolling it into the season. Competitive depth. People didn't think it was real. It's serious. We got some guys that can play as a 2 and a 3. So that's more of like the finishing part for us, is that we know we can trust guys in the game, and we know that they know what they're doing, and keep challenging every player and myself to finish.
Anybody from those younger guys stand out when you guys went back through the film on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, not even in film, in the game. We were watching Peyton. He came and play. He did his thing. He tackled very well. No mental errors, and proud of him. So that's probably the main guy that I pay attention to. And then offensively, of course, Jackson, went 11 for 11. So that's special. It's very special. I've seen a lot of high caliber freshmen QBs come in and didn't do that. So being able to see him do that at the highest level is very special for him.
Was there anything that was like a pleasant surprise to you when you're, in the game playing, or, even on the sidelines after you finish playing?
Not really. I've been playing this for a long time. I'm not saying I'm a 20-year vet or anything like that, but the game and everything been slowed down for me. So it's not too much surprise for me. It's just more of making sure I stay on my high horse and do my thing, and then also rallying my teammates up to, serve their best every play too. So.
How did it feel to be totally healthy? Playing at the top of your game. You're a great athlete, so if you're healthy, you're ready to go. So how did you feel like because what we looked at, it looked like everything's ready.
Yeah, I felt okay. But it was great. It's always good to play healthy. It's always good to play at whatever percentage that you leave out of fall camp in. But I was showed what I could do a little bit more, playing 2 different positions, and got a handful of that today, so a little gassed. But it was fantastic to be able to play with a bunch of new guys, and I know I've been here since spring, but being able to bring those practices to a real battle and a real war, definitely a lot of guys stood out to me, and proud of my team in general, from special teams to offense to us. Everybody did their 111, did whatever they could to better our team and better our chances of winning.
I know it was a penalty, but did it did it feel good to get that first hit in?
I was waiting for it. Yeah, no. I've always been that guy that's wanted to set the tone and just put fear in people's heart. Like, I'm never afraid of anybody. I don't care who you are. And unfortunately, I was already standing out of bounds. I expected him, to run in front of me and not into me, and I'm not finna move. So it kind of like slippery slope.
Does it seem like every hard hit in college football nowadays, gets back? Is almost
Yeah, I've got that at times. I've been I got targeting calls. I got personal foul calls. I didn't have it all. So it's kind of hard with our space and having guys with a good closing speed and things like that, and that are very physical players. Like it's kind of hard to slow down in those last couple of inches or not react when you feel kind of threatened in a way. So I feel like that's been like the sucky part of the way that I played and the way I grew up, kind of holding back a little bit. Now, regardless, I had a play last year where I held back a little bit and I thought the guy was out of bounds, and he scored. So not taking none of that this year. So that was kind of like the result of what happened Saturday.
Making sure to come back to us.
A conversation with his official or anything about sorry you were out of bounds and he was in or anything
No,
like that?
no. Somebody had posted on Twitter that the ref was smiling while he was throwing a flag. And so I have no idea. I kind of just, do anything to make a play for my team.
How'd your teammates react to that?
Oh, that was hype. That was hype. And that's why I felt like I set the tone for our team. And came back the next play to let my team know that like I got y'all. I know what I did. We lost a couple yards, whatever. I'm gonna get it back. So just kind of coming back that next few plays and going through and out was definitely the big thing to set a tone for my team and my teammates, and that was pretty hype. So it was
Feel
good.
like you're the enforcer?
All of us are, and I think that's the scary thing about Scary thing about our team is that every guy in our defense, from D-line to linebackers to corners to us, safeties, all headhunters. Like we'll watch film and like some plays that other teams don't make, and we see it like, oh my God, we probably would have killed him right there. So it's like we all got that same mentality, and that's the biggest thing that I enjoy when we do sit in meetings and watch film, and we have our our heart-to-hearts and stuff like that. Just kind of getting that chemistry together and applying it to the field.